Hi, it's Michael Smith here. We've been talking over the last few weeks about the fact that the salesperson provides the greatest point of differentiation in the market, and what I wanted to do was to spend just a little bit of time talking about that and considering how we got to this point. And in order to do that, we need to look back, not just into recent history, but back to the start of the 1900s. So if you look at the start of the 1900s in the 1920s, when we went from a developing economy that was based on agriculture to one that was based on manufacturing, we got the rise of the assembly line of manufacturing, the likes of Henry Ford. And what those pioneers did at the time was to break down the task into its constituent parts. And as such, they said effectively that we can get a more efficient output by breaking the task down, and individuals doing certain parts of the task and then putting it all together. And around about the same time in the insurance industry in the US, companies realized that their customer facing teams, once they had acquired so many customers, couldn't both serve them and acquire new business. And so they took the same approach and they broke the task down into its constituent parts. And so that gave the rise to companies with a sales team and a customer serving team as well. If you fast forward through to the 1950s, then we started to get more products in a post World War economy. So we had two-income families, we had more people going out to work, more money led to more consumption, more products, and more choice. And so at that point in time, we ended up in a world where if I had a certain number of products or a certain number of features and benefits, then I was going to make sure that I could match those to what you needed in order to get you and compel you to use the product. Fast forward to the 80s, and in the 80s, we started to get the rise of technology. So the first PC was commercialized in the mid-80s, and as a result of that, it broke down barriers in finance and connection. And people were able to trade, and we started to get a boom in the ideas of technology and infrastructure and solutions. And from a business and a sales point of view, what happened was that people moved from breaking the task down to features and benefits through to solutions. In other words, if I can bundle my stuff together in a more compelling way than the next person, then you're more likely to buy it. And then if you move then to the start of the 2000s, then the breakdown in barriers to connection and communication, they almost removed entirely, to the point where you can instantly send a message anywhere in the world. And so as a result of that and the access to information, customers were far more able and far quicker to be able to access information that they otherwise wouldn't have been able to get. And so the idea that they had to wait for somebody to come in to access the information changed the way that customers bought, and that therefore that we had to sell. And so the early part of the 2000s was far much more about the way that we transferred our knowledge, that we became valued and trusted advisors, and the way that we compelled customers to use product. So if you think about where that leaves us now, we've gone through this evolution from organizational structure, features and benefits, solution, to the one where the salesperson needs to be this valued or trusted advisor. And so now, for the first time in 100 years, we're at a point where it is the salesperson that provides the single biggest point of differentiation. It's not about the solutions, it's not about the features and benefits, it's not about the structure, it's about the salesperson. And I just wanted to share that with you because I think it's so important that we acknowledge that. Because if we acknowledge it, then we can do something about it, and we can equip people with the skills and the knowledge to be able to go out, to teach, coach, facilitate, to be seen as a credible expert, the valued advisor, and to compel customers to work with us. So I hope you found that useful, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.